Welcome back, I'm Rachel, and in this video we're going to go over the structure of the third metacarpal bone. Firstly, where is this bone located? The third metacarpal bone is located in each of the hands. If we look more closely at the dorsal view of the right hand, we can see the third metacarpal bone highlighted in red. If we look at the palmar view of this right hand, we can see it again highlighted in red. Now we're going to look at the different landmarks and features of the third metacarpal bone. Here we have the dorsolateral view and the medial view of the right third metacarpal bone. This bone has three regions, a head distally, a base proximally, and the body, also known as the shaft, in between. The distal surface on the head of this bone has an articular surface for articulation with the third proximal phalanx. On the dorsal surface of the base, there is a process known as the styloid process. The medial side of the base has three facets on it, two small facets for articulation with the fourth metacarpal bone, and a more proximal third facet is for articulation with the capitate bone. On the lateral side of the base is a strip-like facet for articulation with the second metacarpal bone. Let's now take a closer look at the articulations this bone has with other bones. This bone articulates with four other bones. The first of these articulations is with the third proximal phalanx. The distal articular surface of the third metacarpal bone articulates with the base of the third proximal phalanx. The second articulation is with the second metacarpal bone. The facet on the lateral side of the base of the third metacarpal articulates with the facet on the medial side of the base on the second metacarpal. The third articulation is with the capitate bone. The facet on the proximal surface of the base of the third metacarpal articulates with the facet on the distal surface of the capitate bone. The fourth and final articulation is with the fourth metacarpal bone. The remaining facet on the medial side of the base of the third metacarpal articulates with the facet on the lateral side of the base of the fourth metacarpal bone. What about the muscles that attach to this bone? The transverse head of the adductor pollicis muscle originates from the palmar surface of the shaft of this bone. A portion of the oblique head of the adductor pollicis muscle originates from the palmar surface of the base of this bone. A portion of the flexor carpi radialis muscle inserts onto the palmar surface of the base of this bone. The medial head of the second dorsal interosseous muscle originates from the lateral side of the shaft of this bone. The lateral head of the third dorsal interosseous muscle originates from the medial side of the shaft of this bone. The extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle inserts onto the dorsal surface of the base of this bone. And that concludes this video on the structure of the third metacarpal bone. I hope you found it helpful.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel, please subscribe and check out more of my videos.